I stopped tithing and got more blessed than I feel like I've been. Now, don't get me wrong. Giving is essential. Giving continuously, generously is essential. But if you are tithing because you believe it's a law and like you can buy blessings or righteousness and you don't want to rob God, then you are living under a false belief. You're living under an old covenant that was for Israelites and not for you as a Gentile. So if you're tithing but yet you don't love God, you don't trust God, you're not leaning on God and learning and sacrificing your time, you're not giving your time to God, then why are you tithing? If you think you can just do the minimum, I'm just going to give this money and think, yeah, that's what I'm going to do for God, and I'm going to live my life without even seeking Him, without learning, walking with Him, then it's a waste of time. You cannot buy righteousness. You cannot pretend to be with God. It's better. So when I stopped tithing, I've been reading the Bible daily, studying the Bible, spending so much time with God, where now I can understand how we should actually be reading the Bible, understanding the context of things. Like I gave Him my time. Like now He will download messages. I can read one little scripture and understand the context, and He'll give me, there's a power. People always talk about power, but there's a power in understanding the Bible. There's an authority that we got to share the Bible to others. So spend time really giving your time to God. Spend time loving God. Spend time sacrificing your time for God. Spend time trusting in God over tithing. But God does still say to give generously, continuously. But remember, some will say, oh, tithes Abraham gave before the law. But Abraham gave a tithe. He didn't say God told him that it was a commandment to give a tithe. A tithe was just 10%. So he gave 10%. Doesn't mean it was a commandment. Then even if you're going to use the laws, there was more than one tithe. So technically they were giving like 33%. I think they were giving more overall. So if you're going to tithe because it's a law, then make sure you do all the other tithes as well. But overall, it's good to give if you know you're giving, because our money will be used for the poor and other people, and you're giving because God is not a tax man. He doesn't need your money. He doesn't want your money. It's more in the behavior that he was trying to change with the law. The law in the first place, all the 613 laws or commandments there were around, it was about their behavior, making sure that they had restraint, making sure they were different to the other Canaanites and other people that had false gods and did all type of manners of things. So he was trying to make sure their mind was right, including the way they used their money. We have to understand why the law was even there. But ultimately, give to God generously, continuously, but don't think you can buy a blessing or fool God that, oh, when the church does the auditing and they see you've been tithing, you get promoted, as if that is fooling God. You need to know God for yourself. Spend time with God more than just thinking, oh, I've gave my money, that's it, I don't need to do nothing else.